What's your name?
James.
Owen.
Hey,
James.
Nice to meet you, James. How you doing, man? Jamie.
Jim.
Nice to
Well,
You all good?
good.
Show us around, man. What's more applicable to you, the performance or the institution?
Right. This is what the locker looks like after playing league.
Holy shit.
Oh, shit.
This is. this is.
Yeah. Which the kids have not picked up their toys and cleaned up after.
You know on top of this stuff?
Yeah, I yell at people usually, but no towels. I can't even work out and take a shower here.
Same as all the flight hotels. Always run out of towels.
Good music, though.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Nice place. I need to go out most of this.
Try low-level laser light therapy.
Huh?
Low-level laser light
Is that what it
therapy.
is?
No, it's a tanning bed, but I've heard low-level it's really good for reducing whole body inflammation.
So you disguised the tanning bed with a logo?
Yeah, I was like, I knew it's there, but it won't feel like that. It's really awesome. And then you can set the jets to push you back if you want.
Nice.
They can focus on all of that.
That's awesome. How deep can you go? How deep can you go? What's next?
Can you go Stephen's Groovy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's awesome.
yeah.
Nice little fireplace going on.
Yeah, I should. That'd be.
Some fish, little fish
I
tank.
don't know what's going on with this. What's going on there?
That's neat.
Yeah, steam, sauna. You know. I'm not a big fan of steam to make weight for some people like it. I'm a big fan of it to, you know, wake up in the morning and feel congested.
Yeah, especially if you can put some kind of menthol in there or something.
Yeah. Don't put menthol or anything in there because then, you know,
Well,
can't guarantee everybody's gonna like it. That's you guys are losers just to make it expands on. Like,
it's like a music festival.
I know, right? You
Yeah,
there's no, you can't get in anywhere anymore. So,
Yeah, but everyone knows that they did get it once upon a time.
yeah.
You know it is.
I don't. I literally don't. I've never tried to be cool a day in my life, man. I know that.
Effortless.
This, you know, pre-post workout, and then so, you know, everybody kind of does post-workout protein and sugar. They do your post-workout based on the type. Is it like an aerobic workout or is it anaerobic? Like, what are you really trying to fuel for? And what are you trying to recover from? So, you know, food, shit you put in your body, sleep, basic shit like that, recovery. The one thing I'll say about that low-level laser light bed and the ice bath is those will improve your sleep quality. And I did a study, and by study I mean I find that it helps me acutely. Study of one.
Is that right?
Yeah. With no controls at all. Just reading about what it takes to actually do a study.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I like that low light level therapy stuff's really good. There's a lot of saunas being sold in Europe now with them. I quite fancy the idea again.
Well, that's the.
It's the infrared, right?
Yeah, infrared.
Is that a different thing?
A little different.
Oh, is it?
Hmm.
It's quiet this morning. Don't get many people in on Sunday. Yeah, no, but
We're close.
really,
Nah. Got like a tourist and Vietnamese family members. That's about it.
I'd want to be. I'd want to be here on a Sunday morning after the fights.
Maybe later. I think most guys are sleeping in.
Is that Cowboys RV out the front?
Yeah. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
I mean, he's in there right now.
Is he really?
Yeah.
How about
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Well,
Yeah, so you know what this physical
Yeah.
therapy, cupping, dry needling, instrument-assisted soft tissue. They got the little laser thing, you know. So the laser is the same principle as that laser, the hot laser, cold laser. I don't know which is which, but it just reduces spot inflammation.
okay.
It's the same. I don't know if you ever watch TV way too late and they got the old ladies with the thing on their face. This shit works, bro. It's just it's science, bro.
Science.
Lasers reduce
Old ladies and
inflammation.
fighters.
Yeah. Reduce your inflammation.
Last time I was in here, Joe Benavidez was rehabbing his knee.
Yeah.
And he was on this thing. He was doing this.
Oh yeah. my fucking kettlebells. They stole my fucking kettlebells. These are
And they
mine.
hid them. They didn't just steal them, they hid them as
These
well.
are my personal kettlebells. Excuse the language, but I've been looking for those kettlebells. You leave town for 25 days and people just do what they want to do. All right. This is where we have foot races, but it's weird because I like these gates. Are we racing? I'm fucking lose to you right now. I
I'll fucking lose to you right now.
Oh, see, this is cool, actually. So you know how there was the hole on the side of the wall
yeah.
they're taking it off right now.
I know, we just saw him as a
Oh shit.
So that's the
239.
Lioness and Jones.
That's gonna feed the turtles.
Yeah. The turtles.
Have you had anything new recently?
What's that?
Any new equipment? Have you had anything new recently?
No. I don't know, man. I'm not
Anything
sure.
that the Shanghai Institute's got?
Oh yeah, they have everything.
What, like training equipment, technical
Yeah,
stuff?
there are a couple of things that we didn't, so when we outfitted this place, we hadn't hired like technical discipline coaches. So, Bo, Heather, Clint, the RDs, the PTs, the SNCs, we hadn't hired any of them. So then we have now their preference after 2 years. And then we have, we've been doing this for over 2 years. This is what we need. This is what we want. This is what works well.
Yeah. That's altitude as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Altitude.
It's one of the most expensive rooms in the building, besides like Dan and Hunter's offices. But it looks like we were paid for it. We didn't. It's actually really expensive.
You can take that to any altitude you want. So like when the guys are 22,000.
Base camp to Mount Everest. If you set it above like 12,000 and just walk in, you'll get nausea, start throwing up. Altitude sick,
Really?
Yeah. We set it for about 3,000 meters, 7,500 feet. Mexico City, Park City,
Bear.
Utah. Higher than Big Bear.
Big Bear's, I think, 7, is it?
Is it? Is it 7?
The T-type documentary called 7,000 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was the place they used training.
You gotta go 7,500 apparently. I don't know.
For his last fight.
What's that?
He only got 7,500 for his last fight.
Oh no. Here, this is the cool part. Watch your head.
I've not been down here.
No, that's because it's like they're not supposed to come down here.
This is where they keep you.
Well, I mean, I
Got your apartment down here.
So this is where I live, with the rats below. So the thing is, you don't realize how much technology and how much stuff is going on until you come down here. Watch your heads and stuff. So this is the hydraulic pool. That's the cold plunge. And this whole room is closed. Yeah, this whole room.
Oh, that's for the altitude.
This is a whole room for the altitude. That whole machine is what actually pumps the nitrogen in there, and then sucks the oxygen out, right? Nitrogen being heavier than oxygen. So yeah. You don't go in there. That's like the Star Trek room, when Spock dies in the radiation. That's why we can't. We just look in there.
Like on Watchmen, if you get locked in, you're going to turn into some kind of blue floating guy.
Yeah, exactly.
We need to tighten this up in the corner.
That's just fancy shit.
I was genuinely expecting to see a sofa down there. Fucking really old sofa. One of the back seats out the old side.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, that's so funny though. We were like, oh my god. I couldn't pull it off. I couldn't.
Like 2 seconds.
I was like, it locked after me. I don't know what's going on.
Is this where, when they were doing the press conference and there was like a hedgerow behind them? Where were they doing that? Is that in here as well? I've seen it a few times. They've got like a fighter and like a hedgerow behind them and all the press in front of them.
How about Tony Ferguson was that time?
Yeah, like Tony Ferguson was there. There was another one. Who else was there?
It was Tony and
I got
Fabrice outside.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they've done stuff like that. you know, out here. There's a little amphitheater, cabana. So they've done stuff like that out here. This is, you know, metabolic and training, warm up, PT, you know, a little turf area.
Yeah, man. It's cool.
You know, they can send out the MRIs to hospital progressive services guys. We can do like that, you know. Whew. Sorry.
Surprised you're on the scene. You got some meetings.
I got a tour for some VIP fans. I couldn't do it yesterday, so here I am. I was part of the prize package, as I should be. So
Auctioned off an hour of Forrest and stuff.
yeah, I'm gonna get like the little bow tie and dance around.
Just a bow tie.
Yeah, a little,
He looks like he's clothed with all the body hair he's got. Anyway.
yeah, I know, never know. You know, so I like to explain this room. It's in you kind of mixed martial arts. So you have your grappling sports, wrestling, judo, jiu-jitsu, you know. And then your striking sports, taekwondo, karate, Muay Thai. And then you have, of course, boxing. And then, you know, you bring those all together, the culmination would be in the octagon, right? So.
And this is all cameraed up. This is amazing. I want one of these in the gym.
I didn't need one of these. I still got this here. I still see guys that be doing this. Self-important practice. I'm like, hey man, you know, you gotta watch your back. That's cool. Then whatever. Don't let me judge.
They can get this downloaded, but can't they? Can get access
Yes,
to it.
yeah. Well, as long as Roman's here. It's a pain in the ass.
This is where Melendez and Cruz do the breakdowns.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, and then, you know, different cameras. Boom. And then you can fall back, look at different fights.
Wow. Seeing Corey.
I was just watching this one before the second one to see kind of what happened here. And then you can break it down. His low kind of runs into that elbow. It's kind of incidental elbow, but it's a nice one. You know? Hey, you headbutted my arm, man. Not my fault, bro. Boy, yeah, southpaw looking for the liver kick. This actually, that jump knee is why he lost his first fight. So just a second. No, it's actually a couple months.
Perfect for an open night, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I actually remember, see, the second flying technique is tried
Yeah.
in the first 30 seconds of the fight, right? That's what it ends up being the jump knee and Poirier's against the cage that sets Poirier for the takedown. That's a good little exchange right there. Something you see a lot of guys. So he comes in, Poirier, big offense, but he glances, misses, oh shit.
Shot.
But kind of gets the worst of him. Holloway catching him a couple times.
Maybe even Forrest should break down the Masvidal fight.
I don't need to see that again. I don't need to see that again, man.
It's weird. Those fights kind of divide fighters. Like Anthony Smith said that afterwards as well. As soon as I saw him backstage, he was like, "I don't like to see that."
Yeah.
Well, I mean, somebody's going to get hurt bad eventually, and then we'll be out of a job.
You won't, Forrest. You'll always have something to do. You could just do guided tours of places.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah. Well, I like my job. So a lot of people didn't know this. I didn't know this. Check this out. So I can show you the exact moment where he loses this fight. So watch this. He actually lands that knee. He lands that knee. It wasn't a total shit shot. It was actually, watch this. So he doesn't set the shot up. It's telegraphed. Conor has the wherewithal to throw that knee. And right here, Conor's still winning. He's got 1 foot. Conor needs to exit. Conor needs to exit. He just lost the fight. What's he doing?
Why would he do that?
Right here. What did he do when he put his arm in? He made it a wrestling match. That is the correct. That is the correct defense when somebody's got a low single.
Yeah.
That is the correct defense.
If you want to wrestle.
And you see this hand here, pulling the foot up again. 100% what you should do when you wrestle. But now, okay, now and see even then he was turned over. Oh, see now he's fucked, right? But he gets his leg out. And then now it's just a shitty head outside single. It's still beatable, still beatable, still beatable, still beatable. Oh, now it's really beatable. Now, if he would have just turned and pushed away and run like a motherfucker, right? So you get this leg going, get that out of there, turn your back for a second and run away. But no, he wrestles him. And he can't get the leg out. Now, I see there's that moment, right? It sucks watching fights back, but there's that moment. Right now, you are out of there.
Yeah.
That is one leg. He's concerned about this arm. He's playing up here. He's trying to get that grip. And now he's got his hands locked on your knee. Now it's a little different. Even now.
He's still doing the right things.
Yep. Oh gosh, right. Oh, and then he had another opportunity. I gotta see it one last time. See right here. If you just get this leg out, right?
And he's thinking he can take his back from him.
I don't think he was. I don't know what he was. I think
he was looking at getting
just instinctively
surviving,
grappling. Just like this is what you would do. That he's doing the right things, but he's playing somebody else's game. And now again, God, there was a long time where he had that one arm right there, man.
Yeah.
The whole time. Now you can actually really hurt somebody. You just hit this leg up and over, boom, that it's gonna tear your shoulder up a little bit. You're gonna let go. Now, and this is what you would do, right? You would grab that.
Yeah. He's doing all the right things. He's just engaging.
He's wrestling though. He's doing the wrestling. He's a butt grab, the butt drag there. And that's where we'll leave her. We know what happens.
Yeah. It's interesting to watch that though. You know what I mean?
I didn't realize he did.
No,
He did all those things right.
That knee was beautifully timed.
Oh, it was amazing. I did so many things pretty well. And then, I'm awful spaced out of here, man. It's embarrassing. You guys have to watch me get fired.
Yeah, we're leaving all that in.
So what were your thoughts on the Masvidal massacre?
I thought he rolled the dice and it paid off. Like you said, there was one of three ways it could have gone.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I was expecting Askren to get ahead on the first couple of rounds, and then Masvidal to do something like that in the third.
Yeah.
But I didn't think he'd get the finish with it. I thought Askren was going to smother it and take him down, and it would be like one of those circumstances where it's like, just 2 more rounds.
It happens where you flinch into it.
Yeah.
He flinched into it, Yeah. But no, it was the shots after and the taunting that I didn't like. I hate it. I mean, I've been doing this shit long. When somebody's out, dude's out. You want. Same thing with Luke too. He's done. He's done. You just walk over. I don't know. I never hit a guy more than once after I knocked him out.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like, all right, you done.
Yeah. There was the only time I did was Ludwig, and he was the one of all the guys. I thought he was the one guy I didn't want to hit again. And so as I dropped him with the hook, and I knew the fight was over, I put my arms up. As he hit the floor, I thought to myself, I need one more shot just to finish it. So I went to step in to hit him with one shot. And as I threw the punch, he sat up, and I just remember seeing his head just come past my elbow. I'm like, oh shit, because now I know how to use elbows. It was the next nearest weapon.
Yeah.
And I hit him with like 3 elbows after that. Yeah.
He was still scrambling around,
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't hear.
So you're breaking fights down here, right?
No.
What do you use this room for?
So we've had a couple of them, like employee benefits, insurance meetings, stuff like that. 401. No, so on that too. But so press conferences, It's a media center. You were asking about. Sorry, Paul Felder's coming in.
Just on the fight books, isn't it?
Who's he fighting?
Barbosa in co-main event in Abu Dhabi.
That sounds horrible. September 14th? It's pretty quick, too.
No, before that.
7th.
September 7th, it's the weekend before that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's in good shape though. It's fucking thick between fights.
He's a big guy.
It's big. And it's not like it's not like stature either, it's just everything about it's like you. It's like just
No, I'm not anymore. Look at me.
not
though.
anymore you're not.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I did used to be like that. Just
What are you walking around at now then?
maybe 220.
Really?
I used to, 230, 233 was what I walked around at back in the day. It was my favorite weight just because I really like threes. Threes and sixes are my favorite number, and 233, 2 threes is 6. So
Take that note.
yeah.
Is that right?
And then I wanted to, I want to be 100 kilos with about 10% body fat. That's my goal by the end of the
Don't we
year.
all?
Huh?
Don't we all?
Well, so, but the thing is, I was there. I had 9.6% body fat on that DEXA. And then I was like 224. So right around where I wanted to be. And I've done that massive muscle reduction diet and replaced it with some fat. So, yeah.
A conscious body composition change, that sounds like.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
To make travelling easier.
Yeah.
So you haven't got as much muscle mass to
Right,
fuel.
right. And then, but I require less calories to sustain myself.
And you carry some spares in case you need them.
Exactly. If I get a layover, you get stuck somewhere, I got all this shit to eat off of. This is, I could eat for days off this, guys.
It's the world traveller physique.
Yeah. Traveling's rough, man. 25 days in China, very few workouts in, eating all the shitty food.
Yeah.
It's good. It's really good food in China.
Yeah.
But by literally the third day, I just gave up on eating healthy. I was like, you can't even fucking eat healthy. It sucks, man.
No. Imagine what John Gooden was like. He couldn't even find anything to eat out there. Like Shanghai was all right. In the mall, there were a bunch of vegan places that you could eat, but the rest of the place, like everything's got pork or chicken or egg in it.
Oh, yeah.
Fish sauce.
Well, he doesn't eat eggs.
Doesn't eat any animal products.
Anything.
They will not cook an egg all the way. You're getting a runny egg.
Really?
End of story. Yeah. This is like, what the fuck, man?
Is that just for Americans?
I don't know, but like nowhere I went. And I was there for almost a month, and I eat mostly eggs when it's the best fuel source. It's my favorite thing to eat when you don't know, eat eggs. But anyway, they hate cooking them all the way. Like runny eggs. And you're weird if you don't like runny eggs. For translation boosts in the back, what percent of the UFC roster is originally from the U.S.?
What percentage?
Yeah.
40.
Nope.
Higher.
Not even close.
Really?
46. 46. Not even close.
41.
41.3. Yeah.
What's the next biggest contributor? Do you know?
Brazil. 87 people from Brazil. I don't know the percentage.
Yeah.
16% female, the roster at this point.
Okay.
So it might actually be higher now.
Yeah.
It'd be higher. That wasn't that long ago. So that was 16% after those women got signed from that featherweight when they were trying to build that division out, which I noticed isn't even on the rankings. Mm-hmm. Like featherweight, they don't have
not
rankings.
enough to put a 15 together, have they?
I guess. They want to do like 8.
You're in charge of this shit, Forrest. Can't
I'm
you
not.
decide?
Apparently, I'm not.
I thought you were running this whole thing.
I don't know. It's hard, right?
I thought the F in UFC was Forrest. Ultimate Forest Championship.
Yeah, no, I thought it was fucking originally. Fucking change.
That's why you signed up for the
Is that for
Ultimate
a top
Fighter.
one and you got there and you're like,
It's a bunch of dudes. Oh,
I'll stick
that
around.
kind of fucking.
Oh, that
So no, we have coaches forums in here.
Yeah.
So we tell, hey, look, we did a season 1 manual. You're familiar with it. This is what we found. This is how long heavyweight fights last. That means this is the energy system you want to tap into. Heavyweight, women's strawweight. Well, you have the again, just kind of, I don't know, just looking at data to determine the way you train, right? So you're never going to train a heavyweight the way you train a women's strawweight, right?
Yeah.
Women's strawweight's the most active but the least likely finish. If they rear nakeds, arm bars still relevant for women's strawweight. Arm bars not happening in the rest of the UFC.
Yeah.
So-
It's all rear naked chokes and guillotines, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's basically I've exhausted you. When's the last time you saw a Kimura even?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Tyson Pedro. That's the last one I can think. He clamped onto it and just ran it to the ground. Who was
Yeah.
that against? Do you remember?
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, anyway, that was yeah, you're right. I remember talking to Ricky Lundell about it because he used to follow the stats of all the submissions to see what was most highest percentage.
Well, it was weird to see Terry pull it off
Yeah.
in Bellator, wasn't it? Terry he had a Kimura Trap that he switched across. You know when he won?
I don't watch Bellator.
I don't either.
Really?
I call on about it.
I just heard it.
Yeah. Well, you gotta watch this. Do his opponent research though.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
What is a Kimura Trap exactly?
It's what Michael Chiesa was doing last night over and over again on Sanchez. It's just where you lock up a Kimura and stay on it, and then you can roll through and take the back from it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you watch Chiesa last night, he was locking up from all kinds of positions. So
Yeah. Well, he's a funk guy. Yeah.
He's fucking brilliant. But like Diego was on his leg, so then he'd wrap the Kimura on this side.
Yeah.
And then Diego can't finish that single leg because all of a sudden he's being
Yeah.
threatened with that. It's quite a new development. There's a lot of the jiu-jitsu guys are using it now.
Wasn't
We've seen
Rose
it
using
now.
it when she got spiked?
Yeah, Rose was using it as well.
This is where I was gonna move next. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we've always done that. Nowadays, just people call it the Kimura Trap.
Yeah, but I just think people have bolted things onto the end of it. I think people know where
Yeah.
they can take
To
it.
transition
Yeah.
from it. Yeah. I feel
Like you remember when Sakuraba had Henzo Gracie in a Kimura up against the ropes?
Yeah.
And they were there for like 40 minutes.
Well,
Just
that's when
holding the
he
Kimura
broke his
to the
arm, though,
ropes.
right?
Yeah,
His
just
elbow
to get his
came loose,
elbow,
yeah.
But like from that position now, and I tell you somebody else, Shinya Aoki, he was one of those guys that was using Kimura Trap all the time.
Yeah.
And he just locks it up and stays on it, and he can take the back. He can
I feel
take
like
the arm.
we've always done that, you know? The guy, my old guy that I used to train with would always do that. And I have, the no right shoulder. So the Kimura Trap was basically, oh, you've Kimura'd me, I'm going to grab my own hand, and then I'm going to give you dealer's choice, whatever position you want to go to from here. Like, okay, you want my back? You got my back. Yo, you want me on the bottom? You got me. Just so long, I'll give you anything to get my arm back. So that's basically the Kimura Trap.
Yeah.
I'm going to trade you this Kimura, or you can't go any further.
Yeah.
People just started calling it trap, and I honestly didn't know. I thought there was like maybe some setup where you did something to like sneak it in, but there's not.
Yeah.
They just use the word trap.
Yeah. I like it, man. It's good. I've been using it quite a bit myself. I like it from half guard. Half guard.
Yes. Right here. Right here.
Right here.
And then you just sit there and you do nothing.
Yeah.
And just from the top or the bottom. Yeah. More you don't have guard, and then you just sit there. That's a strong man.
Yeah. If I'm in half guard and I go for a Kimura and their head's on the outside, their defense is to get the head on the inside.
Right.
And oftentimes if you keep it trapped and have to force their head out, then they'll start to bring their arm in as well. You have to cut off somebody else's finger together.
I know, that'd be awesome. Let's pull out a
Just have a
plastic
string
bag.
with a bunch of fingers around your
No,
neck.
just pull out a plastic bag.
Yeah. Back
This is back on the tour. It's like a relaxation room, obviously. But so there's that Apex Center.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Well, obviously
there last
it's where the contender takes place.
Right.
And I'm trying to get them to put a little bigger mat space, some treadmills, motorized treadmills, and then a decent sized sauna in there.
Yeah.
So we can do like some of the weight cut stuff
Yeah.
there as
Red
well.
and blue corner.
See,
Yeah.
you get it.
I get it,
You
Forrest.
get
I
it.
get it.
The shit I want is cheap, like mats, caging, padded wall. They're not that expensive compared to like
Yeah. Altitude
treadmills.
chambers.
Yeah, altitude. I don't need an altitude chamber. I need some mats.
Yeah.
And a good PT.
Yeah.
You gotta have that. And then, I guess a good strength coach and dietitian. Basically, I need this team that we've assembled. I need everybody. Now that I think about it, I need a head of performance to keep it all together.
What you could do with is a performance institute next to
It's just,
It's a training ground.
They can compete with each other.
I guess basically, no wonder why they don't give you anybody. Of course. Your requests are unreasonable. All I need is everything you've given me here, but a little bigger.
I always like the story of when you
Used cocaine for the first time?
well that's when when you show the UFC gave you a job as an ambassador, and everybody else ambassadors they just carry on doing it. Forrest showing up at the office, like with my desk, with my computer, I need business cards.
You gotta respect the hustle.
Yeah, well, I mean,
He wants to work for your money. That's fair.
well, I mean, I wanted to get involved in the sport more than anything, you know? Same as you, right? What else am I gonna do? I'm an expert at one thing. Arguably, I'm an expert at one thing and one thing only. And that's all I ever really want to be an expert at.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even more than just fighting, like training for fighting, I know more than most. Like I see people making a lot of crazy mistakes, and you know what? I see people train like idiots. I don't want to name names. And now I see them win fights. You can overcome a lot
Yeah.
if you're just willing to grind and if you're skilled, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Intention and mental.
Yeah. You've like seen Hard Knocks, like the shoot with this is the team room. I've already given you this tour,
I
right?
haven't seen this room.
Oh, there's where you come in. There's supposed to be 4 chairs in here, or 5 chairs. I don't know, they took all my chairs. But this is also where we do like the omega wave monitoring, heart rate variability, DC potential, which, you know, readiness tracking, right? So then you can just track your workload. It makes you a little more dialed in, a little more cognizant of, I'm training hard today, I'm training light today.
You gotta shoot.
Hey, what's happening, man? I'm good.
That's cool.
And this is how it should direct your training. There's my chairs. There's my chairs.
This looks more like your office should look.
This is where we drink fine scotch and smoke expensive cigars. I've
What's in
literally.
here?
What?
Can't you move that over to your second performance institute?
Oh yeah, that mat is awesome. So any wrestler you've ever met, they did wrestling tournaments, they slept on the mats between tournaments.
Yeah.
Clint actually has pillows and blankets that he hands out. We'll roll that out, people sleep on those, take naps on those. When we had the rowing team, we matted out like this whole area, and there would just be bodies sleeping. They would bring their hotel blanket and just like, holy shit.
Really?
In China, man, they love a nap.
Yeah.
It's a great.
I have one of these in my house. I have
So-
one of these in my front room.
So that's never been used though. Well, never for
Never
anything
used for training.
other than napping. Yeah, yeah. That's. Oh yeah, those are nap pods. So they use like a 26-minute time NASA nap.
I need one of them.
They're the Apple earbuds for Francis Ngannou.
Oh, I see.
It's beautiful. I don't even know. It's beautiful done in my place.
You just want to screen the show.
I'm gonna take a
Yours.
No, I don't know. It's just my stuff from particular.
Very cool.
Love this wall.
Spins me out thinking that I've seen every single
Cool
one
thing
of them.
about this wall, it stops you using 211, which was the last fight before the still window.
Oh, is that right? Oh, cool.
Yeah. This is really the nicest part right there.
They'll just come in to train with you.
He's coming and train with himself. Man. You can train with him if you like. Yeah, so this is
It's a storage room.
Yeah.
This is where you live.
this is my
This
actual
is-
home. I sleep on the
These
crash
mats here,
pads.
yeah.
I sleep on the crash pads.
Yeah.
So yeah, that funny story. That crash pad is supposed to be in Shanghai.
There's Dean over there, losing his mind.
I was, where's my fucking crash pad? Where's my crash? Like,
You have to
yeah.
sleep on the floor.
Like they sent it to me. See, here's my crash mat right here.
That's the one you sleep on.
Yeah, that's mine. That's it. Every
Where did you
day,
sell it?
I go to China for 25 days. All my hand mitts are gone. Not my my hand mitts all gone. I must have had like 6, 7 pair. I don't know. And they were free. Now I gotta like pay money to get new ones, which sucks. Oh, this is literally my personal gym. Yeah, it is like, this is just like, gradually, it's taken a while, but I'm gradually just getting like every piece of equipment that I use. Like steppers, like who in this game even use steppers? They sap your legs. You gotta be careful doing the stepper.
Yeah.
You have no explosion in your legs after. But if you're, say, a 40-year-old man and you don't care about explosion in your legs, you just want to burn some fat, stepper.
So you bought these for you? You don't
Yeah,
can't use them.
yeah, and that's why they're up here in my area. And then I'm just gonna get some motorized treadmills because I'm way too uncoordinated to focus on running to use the Salt Fitness. The Salt Fitness are great treadmills if you're gonna concentrate on your running form. Like if you're into like the way you step and like, you know, whatever. I'm not.
So if you're just trying to stay moving, you want something that's gonna carry.
See, look, here's my the two bastard kettlebells because they stole the other two. And I
You
actually
need a
use
bigger
those
rack,
for-
that's why they stole them, because they don't fit on that rack.
Well, that's a good point, but I had the two under power
You do a lot of
blocks.
kettlebells then?
I do.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Over bar stuff?
It's just, I find I have a little more play with that and I can get a little more range of motion, life in my shoulder, etc. Oh my God. So this was like, oh, they left a piece of tape. But this was like black. Yes, you know, this was like darker. This,
Yeah.
There was a thing.
Oh, that's where the poster was?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Very
I
cool.
got that rope there. I don't know what the fuck that rope's for. So literally like my daughter can climb it and that's about it.
It's not long enough to really climb.
No.
Like, especially if you're
Well,
Tall.
if you climb up and down, it's still really hard.
awesome.
That's pretty much it. I
Thanks,
guess.
man. Appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Perfect, dude.
I didn't tell you about any of the testing stuff we did.
What's that?
So the whole point of this place, I thought I already given you this tour when we started.
You may have done for somebody else.
I gave you the tour before.
Yeah, no, I may have been here with somebody else.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
This is far more interesting. We got a storeroom and your apartment downstairs and
The weirdness.
the Shanghai crash mat. What is it?
Shanghai crash.
Special content. Huh? Hi. How are you, my friend?
What's going on, man?
Hi. Good to meet you, my friend. Are you well?
Good. Good.
Nice.
Fine.
How tall is this guy? Is he 6'5"?
I am a lightweight division.
You're a welterweight.
Very
Yes.
nice. Very nice.
Yes. Number one in Brazil. My next fight, light heavyweight.
Yes.
Yes.
You are
next
a light
fight.
heavyweight.
But
because you're a light
my
heavyweight.
my division is lightweight.
I'm a light heavyweight.
Welterweight.
He
Hang on,
does have-
hang on.
He does have giant
Hang on,
shoes on,
welterweight.
though.
I'm a welterweight.
Lightweight.
Crazy.
Next fight.
Yeah?
After this fight,
Yeah?
I am back lightweight.
Really?
Yes.
But you're fighting middleweight in the next fight.
Light heavyweight.
No, light
Light
heavyweight.
heavyweight. And you're going down 2 weight classes.
I will broken Kenny bag.
Yeah?
Yes.
Hardcore.
Why don't
So
you
how-
why don't you just fight at 205 or 85?
I think it's better for me. Lightweight. I domination.
Yeah,
I think you're bigger than Luke Rockhold. I think you could be,
Yeah.
you'd be a big middleweight.
Yes. Middleweight. Two.
middleman.
I train with Borrachinha, Paulo,
Okay.
Paulo
Yeah.
in Belo Horizonte.
Yeah?
Borrachinha is middleweight.
Uh-huh.
I think better lightweight.
He's a giant middleweight. though.
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Costa.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's giant. So I mean, don't compare yourself to him.
Compare yourself to me, I'm a welterweight.
Yes.
He's so much bigger.
Eu assisti muita luta dele.
He says he's watching all those fights.
Yeah?
You and he.
Legend.
What's your next fight?
9 July.
Tuesday.
Né? Tuesday. Tuesday.
Oh, Dana, what's yeah, contender
Yeah,
series.
205. Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
Yeah, at 205. Cool. Who you fighting? Do you know?
Watch that one again.
Kennedy Berg.
Who?
Kennedy Berg.
Oh, Kenneth Burr.
Yes.
Kenneth Burr, Cage Warriors
Oh
champ.
yeah.
okay. Okay.
It's a big, tatted up white guy,
Yeah.
muscular fucker.
He is big, he's strong. I am a bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're also
you're
a lot
longer.
taller than him.
Yes.
They're a lot longer too. Yeah.
Elbows,
Yeah.
knee.
That's a good fight. That's a good fight.
Yeah.
It's so crazy, like, you know, the athletes in the sport have gotten so much better. Like guys like you. I used to be like a good athlete when I started, you know? And now it's just, you know, keeps going though. That's cool. Oh, good luck, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck, man. I'll be watching.
Nice to meet you.
Good luck, and you. Good luck, guys. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
dude.
Help yourself, man.
Nice to meet you.
He's a monster.
I fight welterweight. No, you don't. Nope, you don't. Like, I'm gonna call the commission and report you. You cannot fight welterweight, bro. There's no reason for that.
Ridiculous.
All right, so what we do here is we do a strength quality assessment test, right? So real quick, we do the PT, the yada yada. So you don't have to move here to Vegas. The best use case is actually come out for 2 or 3 days every other month. You come out, you do this battery of tests, the strength quality assessment test, some jumping tests, the isometric mid-thigh pull, where it's racked in, you pull, nothing actually moves. It tells you your rate of force development, right? So you think about the sport of mixed martial arts, you don't lift a lot of weights, right? Do you need to lift 500 pounds? I don't think so. I don't know why. It would make you more resilient to injury potentially being that strong, but that sounds more like an offensive or defensive lineman in American football type thing. What you need to do, my 2 cents, is you need to move your body weight and your opponent's body weight as fast as possible. So we found one of the critical indicators in success physiologically is rate of force development, right? So even if I'm way stronger than you, if you can get to that threshold of strength, that strength to cause a reaction just a half a second faster than I can, you're gonna win that exchange. And then the stronger guy is gonna be on the ground. So it's absolute strength. And we kind of help you understand absolute strength versus speed strength, and there's a speed, power, strength curve. It's just what type of strength you have and where you fall on it, right? So I don't get strong fast, but I can get strong and maintain strength. And that's what we do here. We do it through a drop jump test. So you just drop off the box. How long does it take you to center yourself and go from eccentric to concentric and explode again, right? Think about the sport. Boom, boom. The most important thing is to be able to change directions. Now, that's just the physical change of directions. Then there's how fast. So I'm actually not that physically slow, but mentally, right? So you do that's a whole, how long does it take you to process that you need to move that direction? For me, it was always a little longer, but I'm mildly retarded. These things happen.
So if someone came out for a couple of days, what information would they get from this to take back home to train?
So you get your rate of force development, where you are on the power curve, you get your maximum strength on the isometric mid-thigh pull, you get your vertical jump or your lower body power measurement, you get a pushing, so your upper body power measurement, so you do the landmine throw. You should get tested one time.
Yeah, I would.
Have you seen this stuff?
I've seen it, I haven't looked at it, but I've not done the testing. I'm back out here after the Uruguay fight. Maybe I'll come and see you then.
Oh man, I would love to go to Uruguay.
Are you not coming, huh?
No, I'm a day job, bro. So this is really well air conditioned room.
Really well air conditioned.
This is that. Remember that game Pass Out you played when you were a kid?
Yeah.
We're playing that right now.
Is that right?
To see who passes out first. It is really thin air in here. So when you guys start getting lightheaded and nauseous, deal with it.
So what's the altitude in here now?
It's like 12,000.
Is it really?
No.
Does it feel like it?
Well. But you walk around Mexico City, you're like, I don't feel anything, and then you go I can't sleep. Why can't I sleep? That's what I noticed. My body was starved for air so much that I couldn't sleep. So this is where we do the aerobic. So that would be anaerobic, the strength power. This is your VO2 max, your maximum power output in 10 seconds, how long you can maintain that power. So how strong is your engine? How big is your engine? How long will it last? And that's kind of what we want to. We want to give that information to you and your coaches up in that performance analysis we just went through. This is blood lactate, so your lactate threshold. So lactate does not actually make you sore. It's got to do with muscle soreness, but lactate is your fuel source for explosive, anaerobic, 8 second or less, 8 to 12 second explosive bursts, right?
Yeah.
So your
triphosphate.
What's that?
Adenosine triphosphate. That's the energy source.
ATP, yeah. Yeah, so that immediate, right, so the glycolic system, yeah.
So they're blood testing them as well?
No, well, just a prick in the ear, fine.
Good.
So it's just, and that's what's crazy to me. You're telling me the lactate in my legs from running spread to my earlobe? But it does. That's crazy, right?
That is crazy.
You'd think they need to do a muscle biopsy.
Yeah, but it goes to your ear. Is that just your ear? Or is that?
I don't know.
If my legs are sore, can we find out what's going on?
I will tell you.
Forrest coming. Shad's legs are sore.
So yeah, VO2 max is that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So how long is your tank? How big can you?
Yeah.
How big is your tank? How long can you go, etc.
Yeah.
And we do some VO2 maxes on the So running, not necessarily indicative of the sport. We do VO2 maxes on the Versa climber,
Right.
and the not just the watt bike. That's the big hockey ones, the watt bike test, but on the assault bike as well.
Right.
So more full body, more like our sport. And I think we got one of the very few successful VO2 max protocols. Speaking of, that combine we did in Shanghai was legit.
Was it?
I mean, I personally need to dial in some things and change some things that I realized at the time. So when I tried to create like my little portion of the combine, I took people that were experts in that field. So I had the best strikers doing the bag stuff, I had the best grapplers doing the jits, and I had the best wrestlers doing the wrestling. But what I didn't realize is I should have taken those same 3 people and had them do all the tests. It was good somewhere, bad somewhere. But I really got that dialed in, and we'll be doing another one in December. I'll go back out there.
Nice. I'd like to come out sometime and see that.
Yeah.
Let's check that out. I'm gonna go out for a couple of days after Shenzhen. I'm gonna fly into Shanghai after that.
So yeah, I'll be in Shenzhen, and I'll be there the week before, but after, I gotta come home. It's my daughter's birthday right after that, so I'm gonna party.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, you flip out of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
If
look
he give you a tour, it'll take 2 hours.
Really?
Same stuff, but his tour, so he goes into like, so there's a flow tank, and he's like, you want to get in the flow state between delta and theta, and I'm like, yeah. I literally just like, I was like, yeah, I literally just read that on Twitter about the flow state. I haven't been in, it's funny, I sparred about a month ago, and I had to go through checklists again. Do you ever remember checklists? So when I first started fighting, I would checklist. Start with your hands, because that's the most present thing in danger, and then work down to your feet. Like, what are you doing? What's open for me to attack? My checklist. And then for like 6 years, never went.
Checklist.
No checklist. I'm flowing. I'm in that state. I know what I'm doing. I started sparring, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? And I was like, all right, checklist. Oh, fuck, I can't remember my checklist. What's that mean? This, the hand placement, like, what's it gonna do? Like, what's he setting you up for? Like, what's open? So that's my checklist.
Yeah.
Are we still on right hand? Bam, kick him,
It's time for a tattoo then. Get your checklist tattooed on the inside of the forearm.
Hold on. It says here, if your feet are close together, I should look to wrestle. You're not gonna name me in the head if I do that.
Says to move my head.
Says to put my hands up, draw. You guys have any questions?
I don't think so. Appreciate your time.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Always happy.
Yeah, man.
What are you doing with this stuff and shoot?
It's all for YouTube, but I've been having conversations with
YouTube. I've heard about that.
I heard that.
It's new,
You're
right?
gonna be a star on YouTube, Forrest.
I have made money off of YouTube.
Yeah? Like what? Like cents and dollars?
Dollars. I mean, no. I want to say it was something like multiple checks of 16 and 14 cents.
Wow.
Multiple checks. Literally way less than, but I got, I don't know, less than $1 total off YouTube for that high school football video, me headbutting the guy. Yeah. So watch that now, and if you watch it 37 times, I'll get 1/16 of the penny.
That's the goal. That's the goal. We're gonna try and get you some
I gotta get 1/16 for that penny. I don't understand how those people make a living doing that.
Yeah, I don't know. We've got a good sponsor. We've got some.
They just put content out, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah. You should see the stuff that these guys
watches
do.
this shit.
People watch it.
Yeah.
People watch it.
I sometimes, like on the fight stuff, I get in the vacuum now. Like on Instagram where just, when you start, I don't know, I'll give a confession here. I always start with like a fight technique or a boxing coach that I respect, and I always end up on
Looking at dogs.
fit women squatting. I don't know. It's the algorithm. My phone knows that once it starts showing me fit women squatting, that I will watch. It's good for it. Check it out. It's good for it. Those pants are way too tight. Where should they? Are those pants that bounce her up?
Yeah, man. YouTube's dangerous. You start off watching something that's important, you end up watching fucking monkey riding around on a Segway.
Ask Dean about Chinese YouTube or the PPTV or whatever.
Oh, really?
That's a nightmare. Because if you don't pay for it, you're watching all these fights, right? We're trying to recruit these guys, we're trying to watch their fights. It'll be like, literally like guys thrown down like in the heat of it, and it'll go to a chocolate bar commercial. And then it pops up like different stuff, and I'm pretty sure some of them like skip the commercial, but if you hit the wrong one, it like takes you to the chocolate bar. And it's all in Chinese or Mandarin, so I don't know what it says.
So that's why you died.
I was saying, how many times did it take you to the chocolate bar and you didn't go back?
Chocolate, the body soap, which you know what they don't know in China? I feel like they don't know, hey, look who it is. They don't know the algorithm. Like if I'm watching fights, why are they giving me body wash or chocolate bars? You know, shouldn't they be giving me like razors or something?
Hey, can I get some cases of water?
I mean, you can get a case of water. Let's see.
I wanted like plural, like 5.
How you doing?
Good.
You good? How long you staying in town for? You taking
I'm out
your
here right now.
Oh, you leaving? Yeah.
Yeah. 2 cases will be okay. Hey, free water, free water.
Oh, we'll get to it. Come with me. We have to carry it.
Huh?
Strong like bull.
You can manage.
I carry a couple, you carry a
I'll
couple.
be right back.
Yeah.
Don't do anything crazy.
We'll try not to.
Don't clean that bathroom up. Trash cans are full and stink and all. Oh dear. Woo. Found the water.
Yeah.
There's water.
All right. What do you say? We've got a
Hey.
shirt for you. You're a double X, aren't you?
Yeah, especially when it comes to
the
the
UK
British
stuff.
part.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one.
Shirt for you.
See this.
Very cool. Thank you
No
guys.
worries, dude. No worries.
All right. Forrest, thanks, man.
And you know, like totes aren't even like that good for the environment.
Are they not?
No.
We wanted them to. We got them to be bad. That was our goal.
Well, unless you're going to go and choke a seahorse with
Well,
it.
now you have to, no, like the water used to create them or whatever, yeah, you know. Alright, they just like messing with you and being like, there's no way. Like, you can't do anything. It's one of those shirts you got me, huh? I will wear it, man. I will wear it and then tell people I'm in the Illuminati.
Dude, everybody.
Hey, I wish they were like, yeah, they were like, those are the fuckers of the CIA or in the Illuminati. They don't like my sorry ass. Hey, that is my Prius that I'm driving now.
It is, yeah.
It's not mine. It's my buddy's girlfriend's Prius, but I'm still driving a Prius.
Your buddy's girlfriend's Prius.
It's
better than the Scion. It's better than the Scion. He had this.
Science.
What is one of my favourite MMA stories? This Scion. He used to show up at Robert Drysdale's, and we used to live in the similar area of town. So with the same drive home after training on a Tuesday and Thursday, wasn't it? And he'd finish at Drysdale's, he'd get in this shitty little Scion that you got from winning the Ultimate Fighter, right? And how many miles? Like 200, 300,000 miles on it?
Hit 200, but it's still in the family. My father-in-law still drives it now.
It's still driving.
Every day. He drives all this. My father, if I give it to my father-in-law, he treats it well though.
That's ridiculous.
And like, you know,
When
I
my car
would
stops
let my daughter like write on it.
You
Yeah.
would.
Yeah, I would just like, you know.
When that car stops running, it needs to be moved into here as a collector's piece.
Yeah.
So there was a time we were leaving Robert Drysdale's and he had a puncture in his tyre, a nail in his tyre. So instead of removing the nail, he put the puncture repair kit over the nail. and I'm literally, I've got this in mind and I'm seeing Forrest like weaving through traffic on Charleston. Like it's
Red line.
shoebox.
I drove that thing in the red line the whole time. It's like, people are like, how do you drive fast? I was like, bro, I just drive a slow car fast. And it still didn't die.
It's amazing.
And that's actually, if you don't really feel like, if you don't have access to a pump to pump up a tire, just patch over the nail. And I don't think I fixed that forever. Like I pushed the nail in, I patched over, huh?
You told your father, he's not still mowing.
That's a good point. Hey, by the way, just if the patch pops off, just repatch it. Just repatch it.
He's just got a big cyst.
Yes.
That whole car's held together with puncture repair.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Duct tape, puncture repair. 200 mile an hour tape's what they call it where I'm from.
200 mile an hour tape.
Yeah. Duct tape will hold your bumper on your car until you get up to 200 miles an hour.
Is that right?
I don't know. But that's
You sound like the person who's test with that theory. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go do my tour. It's always a pleasure, man. Let me know, next time you're in town.
Yeah, we'll be here.
Around,
I'm flying straight in from Uruguay to here, so I'll be here for a day and we'll come in and see you again.
Yeah.
Maybe do some testing.
Maybe we'll smoke some weed.
Dude, that would
Do
be
some
awesome.
testing and then smoke some weed.
I'm down for that.
Ah.
You know me.
We should do it now before your next tour. That makes it good.
I have no idea what would happen. Like, I
Yeah, but
really,
we film it so then you could see it.
Yeah.
So then you could see it.
last time I used marijuana, I was in 1995. I used
Yeah.
marijuana about 6 times that year. That's it.
Yeah.
So.
Definitely.
Like I said, I think I liked it. I just
Yeah.
remember riding in the back of my buddy's car and just being really happy.
Well, let's do that. Let's do that. When I come back in from Uruguay, we'll do that. We'll do that.
As I tell my daughter, never mess with drugs.
We'll make sure you sat down in a comfortable place. You don't have to move. We'll go down to your basement apartment.
Safe. That's probably the least safe space,
Probably.
right? Here's a hand blow.
Yeah.
It's they've got machines in there that make oxygen. Turns out it's highly flammable. All right.
Yeah.
Should do some high rolling together.
Yeah, we're going high rollers tour.
Oh, that's happening right
Yeah,
now.
I'm going to try and find the address off Matt. I'm not sure I've heard from him yet.
All right.
But
Do it.
yeah. Right.
Good.
All good?
Yeah, see you later, everyone.
Thank you. Take care.
Come on.
Boys in his truck. Get on.
Should go over and see.